In the previous video, I have discussed how to create the Azure DevOps Pipeline, and also you have seen how to run the Playwright tests from the Azure DevOps Pipeline. In this video, I will discuss how to publish the JUnit test results in Azure DevOps. If you see this particular pipeline execution, last time whatever we have done it. So if I go back to the run, so there are no test results are published here, right? So we will add the one more step in the YAML file, and after executing the pipeline, you should be able to see the one more tab called tests. Under the tests, you should be able to see the all the information about the test case execution, like total test cases, how many are failed, how many are passed, like what is the duration of the test case execution, etc, etc, right? So now let's quickly add the one more step in the YAML file. So here I'm going to the GitHub repository. So if you see this one, so here we are publishing the JUnit test results. So here there are two important things. One is the test results format, and another one is the test results file. So format, you need to mention it as a JUnit, and you need to specify the file name or a path of the XML file, where exactly you are generating the .xml file, that is the JUnit test report. So if you see our repository, so let me duplicate this tab. So let's go to the repos, and I will open the playwright.config.ts file. So if I scroll down, here we are generating the JUnit test report in the XML format. So if you see this path also, so which is in the project root folder. So same name we are specifying in the this YAML file, right? So let's quickly copy this step and let's add this into the YAML file, and we will push the changes into the Azure DevOps repository. That's it, guys. So as I said, once we publish this particular code into the repository, so automatically pipeline execution will start, right? So let's go to the source control and let's stage the file. So let's say here I will add the commit message as updated YAML file. Then I will commit and push the code here. So automatically our pipeline should start the execution. If you see here, guys, so we have pushed the code here now. So let's go to the pipeline. So pipeline should be triggered for the execution. So if you see here, guys, so already execution triggered, or a pipeline triggered for the execution. So let's go to the job. So if you see here, guys, started installing the Node.js and it is checking the npm. It is going to install the Playwright browsers. So before that, it is doing some setup, which is the base setup to download the all the Playwright browsers. So it will take a couple of seconds, guys. You need to wait and verify whether we are able to download all the Playwright browsers, and at the end we have to see we are able to publish the JUnit test results in the pipeline. So this time it will take little bit of more time because we have added the additional step for the publishing the test results. Once the base setup is completed, it will start downloading the Playwright browsers. So if you see here, it started downloading the Chromium. Then it is downloading the Chromium headless, and then Firefox and WebKit. So all the browsers downloaded. Now it should start running the Playwright tests. So if you see here, it started executing the 3 test cases. So this particular output we are getting it from the API testing test case. So if you see this test execution results in the output here, so one is getting failed, two are getting passed, which is the expected output. So let's go back to the this execution run, and if you see here this time, so we should be able to see the tests tab here, right? So previously this was not available, correct? So let's click on the tests tab, and here it is displaying all the information about the test case execution. So firstly, it is displaying total test cases and how many are passed, how many are failed. And here it is displaying how many are failed, and out of them, how many are newly failed and how many are existing failures here. And here you can see the passing percentage, and this is the duration of the test execution. In the below grid, you can see the information about the test cases. So firstly, you can find the test case title, then execution time, and here you can see the from when it is failing this particular test case, and from which build it started failing this particular test case. And here you can apply the filter to get the test cases. So current filter is for the failed and aborted. So we have only one test case. So if I put passed, so we should be able to see the 2 test cases here, right? So if I select failed also, so we should be able to see the 3 test cases, correct? So this is how you can publish the JUnit test report in Azure DevOps Pipeline.